Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. I'm sorry for not posting a video yesterday. It was beyond my power, it was beyond my reason. I just couldn't help it. But today we're going to be talking about what I found interesting. I did 2 or 3 videos about Americans, and then the reception I had from it. One was a backlash from my subscribers and whoever YouTube recommended the video to, when I was talking about when one Kenyan lady that was saying that Black Americans are now colonizers themselves. They feel like they are superior to African Americans. And they feel like they are superior to Africans in Africa, the blacks in Africa. That's what I'm trying to say. But I was like, I don't think all of them think that way. That there are some people that even invest in Africa in real estate. There are some people that send money to Africa as aid, even from diaspora. There are some people that are trying to retrace their roots, find their ancestors, take the DNA ancestry test and all those things. But in the comment section is opposite. Even some African Americans in the comment section, they are trying to tell me that what she's saying is right. And I'm like, maybe I'm in the dark or something. And there's another point that people are also saying that they should not call African Americans, that they should just call them Americans, because some don't accept that they are African American. You cannot call a Jamaican African. You cannot call. Somebody said she called an Haitian woman, not Asian, Haitian woman, because she's black. She said, "Oh, you're so beautiful, my African sis," and the lady was like annoyed that no, she's not Africa, that she's from Haiti, and you know that most Asians, they are black. So it kind of creates like sense of confusion. Like, this identity crisis is a big deal of a thing. Like, you don't even know where you belong or something like that. Then, and the strangest of all strangest of things that me, I've never even heard of it before, is this lady I came across on Instagram that just went on to talk like this. Let's take a listen to what she has to say, and the comments are pretty much interesting. If you agree with her, please leave it down in the comment section. Something about the term black is even derogatory in the first place. I'm like, what happened to black girl magic? Black is beautiful, melanin queen, black this thing. So let's just listen to it before I leave my comments, because we learn every day. I've never heard of this before, that the term black is derogatory. I mean, that's like in the olden days era. Let's take a listen.
So hopefully at this point we all know that it's not okay to call black people blacks. But do you know why that is? Many people in the community have argued that there's a way in which calling black people blacks essentializes us to our race. And in that essentialization, we are reduced to simply the way that we are racialized in the world. Whereas saying black people reaffirms that race is just a part of how we move through the world, that we are first and foremost people. And so the call for people to be added on is fundamentally about recognizing the humanity and humanness of black folks. So next time you're with your friend and they say blacks instead of black people, this is what you say to correct them. And if they're not receptive to the note, then maybe get new friends.
In this comment section of this video, some are even saying blacks is not correct, that it's better you use the word melanated people. African American is okay. Brown, that we are not everybody is black, like all these South Sudanese or Sudan, this thing, that most black people now, that they are mostly brown. And I'm like, even Indians are in the comment section of this video. This person said, do you believe the term blacks is derogatory? According to Raven, when this term is used, it refers to black people in a diminutive manner. Wow. Wow. I'm not black. We really need to deconstruct this. This one said, I prefer Afro descendants. I don't like being called black when black is a color and Hispanics native and Indians get called brown. I love my melanin, but I'm far from black. I thought people have come to terms with it, that black is beautiful, black is just normal or something. But this one said, this person, it looks Indian or Asian actually, and said that is interesting. A lot of Desi and Persian people are very light skinned, and we always refer to ourselves as brown people. We love being brown people, and we definitely share if others would like to use it. All right, I saw there's one Indian lady that she's so pale, like she's not as pale as like this white men, but she's so fair. There's no iota of brownness. You can't call that kind of person brown. The way she's so pale, and she's Indian. And I'm like, so they'll call this one too brown like this. So this person said, so you prefer to be because another person said, I prefer to be called African or something. And another person responded that, so you prefer to be designated towards a hairstyle afro. The term you don't want to be called is African. You see, this person is definitely a black American, because Afro is not a people, it's just Europeans identifying us by hair, which Europeans have been known to use the same hairstyles. This person said black, Latinos, Hispanics are all terms that were imposed upon people of color by their oppressors. That I agree. That I agree. Because even in Nigeria, the black, the word black is not even common. You can't say this is a black man. This is rather when we see a white man, like it just looks strange, because all around you, you see people like you. What race doesn't even come to your mind? The only thing we are battling with is tribalism, actually. If you see someone, you might ask, what tribe are you or something? But like you say, you're black, you're Hispanic, you're brown. Nothing like that comes to mind here in Nigeria. Black was given to designate the African so that it can differentiate him from white. This was done primarily to steal his labor. It's so interesting. Like a lot of things that people are saying. There's this other guy that is a Somali guy, and he said he's not black. You know how this Somali, Eritrean, Ethiopian, sometimes they look Indian, or they look like all these Cushitic Arabic people, and some of them have very very dark skin. The very first person I noticed that calls himself black and is of that origin is this Abba and Preach, that other guy that looks like Somali, but he calls himself a black man. And so this Somali, I'm going to play his video, while another guy that is even albino, very white, was saying to him that me am black, then you are black. It's just a confusing thing. Do you agree?
Somalis are not black. There's a difference between African and black. Let me ask you a question. Are Moroccans and Egyptians black? Tradition, our history, our culture are so much more different compared to these other countries that are actually black. Josh Bill, if you're not black, what are you? I'm Somali. Let me ask you a question. If you were to see a very dark Indian man, would he be identified as a black person or just an Indian?
I say no hate to the creator, but I'm black, but you're blacker than me. I'm not sure where the confusion came from, where some Somalis believe that they're not black. And let's address the fact that you compared a few North African nations to being African but not being black. I don't want to feel like a teacher to you. I want you to do your task. Honestly, just do your history research about how the modern North Africans became to be who they are in Africa today. I don't know if you know your history too well, but don't you know that East Africa, probably Ethiopia, I believe, are one of the most oldest African black nations. I say that to say this, bro. You're black. There's just going to be different types of black in Africa, from West Africa to East Africa to South Africa and some in North Africa. So, for example, look at me. I'm West African, black, Cameroon, with blonde hair, light skin, big lips, big nose, white eyes. But all in the same team fighting the same battle, bro. We got jollof rice and plantains. You have banana and rice. A bit different, but still in the same kind of family, right? I'm gonna lie, I didn't have to add that last part there. I felt like it was gonna be kind of funny.
See, like this is typically an albino that was just saying that he is black. For him to be as white as he is and still be claiming black, he doesn't even have any melanin in his skin. Yeah, because what makes you black is the melanin in your skin. And he says he's black. He just says he's black because he has distinctive features of maybe other black people, like nose, eyes, lips, hair type, all those kind of things.
We did not all come from Africa. We all came from melanated people who were Africans, Europeans, Australians, Asians. Science states that at one point there was Pangea, right? And all of the countries that were named by white people and given their titles by white people, but that's another story for a different video, were at one point one landmass, right? That doesn't mean that Africa was the only geographical space. It just means that all of the land masses were one landmass, but Africa was still there. Europe was still there. North America, South America were still there. Asia was still there. Australia was still there. Antarctica was still there. You see what I'm getting at? These land masses still existed. Recognize that this may be a hard concept for people to grasp because we have been brainwashed for so long and because our history is not told by the people that look like us. But melanated people were everywhere, on every continent, meaning it is incorrect to say that everybody descended from Africa. That's not true.
It's good to go on a self-discovery journey to share your opinions. But there are different opinions on people. Like this person now is saying that not everybody in the African continent is black. Like now there are Afro Indians where they say they migrated from Africa, that's why they are there, not that they are there. But she's saying that in every continent there are melanated people. It's just confusing, to be honest. Please leave your knowledge about it down in the comments, and I'm going to be ending this video by playing this excerpt, or is it extract, from a movie that I find really funny and true. Yeah, and true. But me, I don't mind being called a black lady, even though I'm not black, blah 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 black as in color. But for description, for easier recognition, for this thing, it's not derogatory. Black is a color. It's just that, well, let me listen to this. I don't mind being called a black lady.
But why do you use a phrase like black is beautiful?
Because black is commonly associated with negatives. The black market, the black sheep of the family, anything which is supposed to be bad.
Then why do you use the word? Why call yourselves black? I mean, you people are more brown than black.
Why do you call yourselves white? You people are more pink than white.
This is actually true. Oh, mic drop. Ah! I'm telling you, like, oh, sometimes I just see a white guy and I'm like, this guy is pink, not really white. Like, do you know the color of white? Like, pure white. Actually, there are some people that are just so pale to the extent that they are literally white. This girl on YouTube, she does. I try TikTok design. What is her name? Oh, what is her name? What is her name? Hope. Yeah, Mia Maples. She's so pale. She's so pale. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you watched to this point, took me a lot to do this video. I didn't even know that I have the strength. I'm not feeling too fine. That was why I could not post yesterday. I just had to drag myself up because I have to do what I have to do. Thank you so much. Please support my channel by liking, click on the subscribe button if you like it. Leave all your comments down in the comments and see you guys in my next one. Bye. Sorry for using left hand. It's not very African of me.